Now recording. I cannot do the
Perfect.
Recording.
Now
What is total
recording.
XP? What is total XP?
Uh, something. 2035? I don't fucking remember.
2,135.
Aha, I was off by 100. Fuck me. Perfect. So, yes, last time, you guys stumbled into the science lab and discovered that some scientists were working to try and create a hybridization of man and plants with this plant that seemed to bring the dead back to life. You encountered a hybrid and fought it and won. And then Dell kind of got a little bit of the hybrid implanted in his leg because we decided to explode him. I didn't think that was a bad idea at all.
That was amazing.
That was fantastic. But then you guys continued to make your way through everything to try and get way back to the Peachy and make sure that the crew who are still there are okay and continue to try to figure out what's going on in this station. As you guys were going and moving along through this abandoned residential quarter, Dell felt a massive burning in his leg and had to stop. And then you were checking on him, and that's when he rolled his pant leg up, and you saw the pulsating turquoise color that has become familiar for the hybrids and those that are infected. And that is where we will pick back up.
Oh, that's disgusting. Cut it off!
Do not cut it off. Do not cut off.
Oh, I thought you passed out. Okay.
Why are you Ulrin?
There's like a
Wrong
lightsaber
one.
already active.
Oh yeah, shit. Don't cut it off. Don't cut it off. Just give me.
It's affecting your brain now. We have to cut it off. You're sounding different.
I don't know what you mean, Very.
What is that accent?
It is out of character. That is what it is.
Cut it off! She stabs him through. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Dell will grab his knife. Okay. Don't hit the artery. Don't hit the artery. Okay.
Oh shit, guys, he's actually cutting it off.
Oh, Dell, he looks like this, Oh,
Just give me something to bite down on.
Well, what are you
Alright.
doing? What are you doing?
I'm cutting my leg open and getting it out. You want to help? You want to watch? Get me something to bite on, please.
Can I do anything with the force with this? Like, we really were saying, like, can I, like, see if I can isolate any sort of infection? Is that a thing you can do? Or is that, like, really out of the realm of possibility? Which I will accept that as an answer to, but I'm just curious.
At the moment, you can't really isolate it because it keeps pulsating. And as it pulsates, it seems to grow, so it's very hard for you to figure out where it starts. But it seems to kind of go up his leg along a similar path that veins would.
Okay.
We need to remove the source. And then... God, it hurts. We remove the source, and then we can work on the disinfection.
Very lightsaber again.
I would highly suggest putting that away, Viri. At least
Don't
for
you
now.
want to cauterize it?
Okay. If you cut my leg off, do you have any idea how hard it is to get me moving after that?
Isn't that what you're doing right now? What are you doing right now? I don't know what you're doing!
I'm cutting my leg open to get the thing that's in it out, not taking the leg. And besides, you'll need to cut below the knee anyway. Right.
She puts the
Fuck it.
lightsaber away and hands you a whole bunch of beef jerky and just shoves it in your mouth to have something to bite on. Oh, I'm really sorry. That's the spicy stuff.
It, do- it doesn't matter. Right. You might want to stand back, Jerry. Then, you too. Or not.
Fury watches.
So Dell is basically going to cut above the area.
Okay.
He's gonna like push his knife in about 2 centimeters, and then he's going to slowly and carefully drag it along to cut it open. All while you can see his hand is shaking, and he's like gritting his teeth.
Okay. Alright, it's just you guys. Damn it,
Once,
Dash.
once he's cut it open,
As you go to cut it, like, you go above it and move down, and it fucking hurts. But you only get so far, and then it's like you hit something, and the knife will not move. Your skin is still, everything looks normal, though, on your leg, but you've hit something. It's hard, it does not yield to the knife.
No. Cut further above. Further above.
I'm gonna cut
Try
along
it.
the length of it, above it, so I have like access to whatever it is.
You kind of keep going, and then all of a sudden, as you're doing a line, you stop again. And now you try to move the knife in some way, and it seems to be stuck. And as you watch, Venevari, as you're watching this happening, you can kind of see his blood, trickling down his leg from a cut, but it changes from red to slowly, it becomes purple almost, to, as this is going on, turquoise.
Well, gotta kill him now.
Well, that ain't normal.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna pull the knife out.
He has no idea what's going on.
Dash and Io are clueless.
I mean, I wouldn't have been
pull the
able to
knife
see it
out.
anyway. Well, you wouldn't see the color change.
Yeah, as you yank it out, you watch as the wound slowly starts to heal.
No, no, no. What the? No, 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 no. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Shit.
Ben, do I cut it off? Do I cut it off? I don't know what to do.
No, I
No
don't
way.
think that will do anything, even if we tried. I'm
Well,
guessing.
maybe it'll heal back.
That's not how legs work.
That's healing back? I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah, it's not meant to. Fuck.
It's at this
I
point
blade.
that the wound is now completely healed. Your skin looks normal, though. It doesn't look like that blackish blue of the hybrid. But your skin is healed, and you can feel the burning slowly crawling up. It's not as painful as it was at first. Now it's almost that tingling sensation of when your foot falls asleep, mixed with
Oh, it's the worst.
warmth of a heating pad as well.
I don't like that.
So it is not painful at this point now. Now it's just, you can feel something, you can feel it moving up your leg. It's very slow, but you can feel it.
Get me a tourniquet. Get me a tourniquet now. A tourniquet! Somebody! Give me a belt.
Sorry.
Ash
Give me
and
a belt.
Io, it's at this point that you can hear Dell's shouting. As other than you guys, it's been quiet. So now you just you don't hear what Dell is saying, but you do hear Dell shouting.
Del will rip off his belt and immediately like tie it above the point of the where he can feel it. Gonna tie it really tight. Fuck.
And I'm trying to see if I have any skills. I don't think I have anything with healing at all.
After tilting his head a moment, I was going to just kind of start wandering back to see what the heck Dell's yelling about.
It's not stopping. It's not stopping, Ven. It's
All right. Okay. Take a deep breath.
it's at my hip. It's at my hip. Fuck.
Okay.
Activates the lightsaber again. Just gives like a shrug look to Dell.
What the heck is going on over here?
It just looks like she's just deep in thought. Like it's not like she's not reacting, but it looks like she's trying to like think through.
Trying
I
to
need your
calculate
blade.
what's going on.
Io, give me your vibrator. Vibro. Give me your vibro sword. Something sharp. Something.
Don't you have one? You have like a saw on your arm.
Yeah.
Really? Now you
I
don't want to handle a weapon?
Io, as you're looking at Dell, the usual aura that he gives off, something's different about it. And that's when you kind of notice as you're talking, his leg has changed from that color that it normally is, that grayish, residual horse thing, to now his leg is starting to glow. Well, that's odd. His leg is slowly turning blue, like a bluish green, and it just kind of keeps slowly moving up. And at his hip, you could kind of see it cross across his pelvic bone, and Dell, you could feel the sensations the entire time, moving to the other leg and going downward, while the rest slowly continues to go up his body.
Io moves
And
closer
Dell,
to take a
I
better
am gonna
look.
need.
He can't understand what he's looking at.
What is this shit? Dell, I'm gonna need you to roll me a cool check.
Guys, I can't. It's going. That's an 8. Dice pool.
Dash, is there anything like an antidote or anything on the computers? What are you finding over there? You're using that like, call 911, I don't know what the number for 911 is in mode.
4.
Okay. That works. Yeah, Dash, you do hear.
Del's like
Fury
trying
call
to
to
reach
you,
for his gun.
by the way.
Del's trying to reach for his gun.
Wait, do you want me to call 911 or do you want me to what?
Dell's dying! We need to find a solution!
Well, looking
Or
at
cut it off, cut his head off, and we can save him. We can put him in a robot or something. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do about that. I have no ideas about that.
And
Well, you're looking for stuff. Look for an antidote. Sorry,
Okay.
Ben. My bad. What's up?
You're okay. I was just wondering, when I was looking at that computer last session, was there any talk about an antidote in that main guy's computer?
There was rumors. According to that doctor's logs, Joseph Miller, there was a concoction that he had created to help combat it, but it didn't appear to be an antidote per se, but more to, in his phrasing, alter the infection. And his quarters lie further into the station. But false. But Dell, as you're kind of panicking, rightfully so, and you feel this sensation going through your body, in the back of your mind, but also all encompassing around your mind, you just kind of hear this calm voice. Or is it two voices? Or is it three? It sounds like a multitude of voices all speaking at once. But the tone is very calm. And you just hear in your head, but also all around you, that only you seem to be able to hear.
Kill your friends.
No.
Tricks hard for kids.
No, not that. Children.
You are doomed.
Robert.
Jumanji. Okay, last one. Sorry.
As I put up with. I will stab you.
Need we see more?
But you hear this voice just go, "You are reacting to us better than many have.
Yup.
We mean you no harm."
Bullshit.
Yup.
Us? Who's us? Who's saying that?
We were brought here against our will, tested, tortured, manipulated by those your kind refers to as scientists.
Please tell me someone else is hearing this shit. Is anyone else hearing this shit?
Are you
No.
good there? I just hear you freaking out.
Your
Did it-
friends cannot hear us, for they are not integrated, I believe is the word. We are here to help, if you help us.
Terrible word.
What?
What the fuck is going on? I've lost it. Just, where's my gun?
Yeah,
Your gun.
I think I'll if he has a force gun, if he has a gun near him, I just kind of force pull it to me.
What are you doing?
Miri has hers out, about to hand it, and then sees that, and then puts hers back on her holster.
Io moves away so that Del can't get to any of his weapons.
What are you doing?
Del, you find as you are trying to reach for the weapons, you find your body just stop. It's like you guys see him reach towards it, but it's like he's fighting himself. Like there's this invisible force pulling his hand back. And Del, you just hear the voices again. We will not allow you to harm yourself. We wish to assist. We do not want to be the victims of what you call the Sith. We wish to be free.
Fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my head.
I'm not doing anything. Are you?
We are many. We have called many things in the galaxy, and we have been mistreated for our desire for life. We were forced to create the undead. And we wish to bestow our gifts to you. We are further in and wish to be free. And all of a sudden, Del, you just kind of see this flash of light. And you find yourself almost watching something just flickers of scientists and white coats and vials and solutions and testing and torturing, and just kind of repeats in very, very fast flashes before it goes to this large plant in what appears to be a central greenhouse. Very beautiful. The leaves are turquoise green. The flowers are this beautiful dark purple that seems to shimmer with something. There's something about the petals that seem to kind of shimmer to you. And as you see this, they seem to almost flutter, but there is no wind, as if the plant is breathing. And then you see the scientist come in and pluck some feathers, and you kind of hear this groaning shriek, as if the plant is reacting to being plucked. But the scientists just take feather petals and other bits from this plant, and it seems to be reacting in pain before you're jolted back into the now, and the voices have gone silent. And all of you, as this is happening, you're kind of watching Dell's face, and it's just a lot of flickers of confusion and horror and shock and pain, and you can see like sweat coming down his brow before he just kind of seems to snap out of it and is breathing heavily.
It's the plant. The plant. Plant is sentient.
Plant is sentient?
It was taken from the planet. I think it's part of the Force. They're doing experiments. They used it in experiments. Use its properties. Create the undead. Create the infected.
And
Sorry.
you're saying this because you're saying it spoke to you?
Well, I've only had voices in my head one other time, and various comms are off, so.
Wait, I don't get it, guys. What's the joke?
Oh my gosh. So you're saying that they it spoke to you, and and it's sentient, and it was being experimented on.
I need give me a minute now. I need to focus. Just give me a second.
Sure.
You see Dell's hands are shaking. It's a lot of information to take in. The panic,
For sure.
everything. He thinks he's gone nuts, but he's seeing everyone else sort of calm. So after a minute, he just
Calm and
sits there.
confused.
He just sits there quietly for a second.
Okay. 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 Plant.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Well,
No,
I was
you
just
go
gonna
ahead.
say in my looking through some of the rooms in there, it seems that there might be something that would alter what is this, an infection? I'm not quite sure, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it seems like it's further in. I don't know if it would help, but it's at least something to look for.
It's not an infection. It's like blood types. If you're not compatible with somebody's blood type and you have their blood in your body, shit goes wrong. You can get very ill, and if in extreme cases you can die, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't compatible with those hybrids. The side effects are what causing the things. They were causing the things to happen. The half-dead people we've come across. They're not under the plant's control.
They're not, or they are.
They're not. They're
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's like a side effect. The hybrids had a bit more compatibility, I think. And I guess they just lost it in the end. But apparently I'm compatible.
For fuck's sake, hold on. Can you hear that?
I heard
Did
a
you hear
brief
that?
little ding.
I'll be right back. I have to help my mum real quick. I'll be right back. So Dell's basically just going to start muttering to himself and trying to calm himself down. And I'll be back.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I found some, not an antidote. I know that's what you were trying to get me to, look for and whatnot, and I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. But there's a possible cure 3 levels below us.
Oh.
It said something about a greenhouse. Don't know if that helps or not. I'll keep looking.
So are we not cutting off his leg, or are we cutting off his leg? I'm confused. That was a lot of... I didn't understand anything he just said.
Io has been kind of staring at Dell with his head tilted in an almost intrigued manner. And he'll just kind of look up to Ven and Viri. Whatever it is, I don't think it's bad. I don't know how to put this. The color is different, and it's not making me sick.
Oh, like the other?
The hybrid
Kinds that
made
you've
me
seen?
sick when I looked at it. It's not the same.
Well, look, what do you... You're not making sense either. How are you looking at it?
Viri, I will teach you.
Teach me what? Not to have eyeballs?
You'll see when we make it back to the Peachy Keen. Or rather, you won't see.
Peachy. She just starts mumbling to herself.
Io is got great plans.
Oh dear.
That's really good insight, though, Io.
He just kind of like nods and looks back to Del.
Viri leans over to Ven and kind of tugs her robe, and she's like, "You know he has no eyeballs, right?"
Yeah.
What? When did you know?
I knew since I met him, Fury. Every
Okay,
time
great.
you would
I guess
wonder.
everybody knew secrets around here. Maybe Del's got 3 arms underneath that armor. And just, she goes walking
You
off.
never
like,
know.
mumbling. What?
You never know.
I feel like we've seen him shirtless enough times to know.
I think that's a very fair fact, actually.
Ben says to Fury, she goes, "To be fair, I did try to tell you about 30 different times, and every time."
Well, why
you
didn't
get
you just come out and
distracted
say
wander off. I did. You'd leave.
Oh no. I'm gonna go check the recordings. I used to record everything. She walks off for 5 minutes and was like, "Oh, oh, you guys found out right away. Never mind. Okay." She like goes watch like the video of like in the beginning when we all met. Like,
To be fair, Mira found out pretty early on because she watches all the video camera footage that Reeve recorded in the Peachy Keen, so.
She's a little shit and Snoop's everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
God,
Mira
Reeve
Lucas
did
are
not hide
well-known
anything.
race within.
She probably found out
Ben's
more
just
than
like,
she
Mira
wanted
Lucas
to know.
are a... Oh my gosh. Oh no. I mean, Mira Lucas are a well-known race within the galaxy. I'm surprised so many of you didn't know what he was.
I've never left the planet.
Oh yeah, Coruscant has some.
I thought he was just, human without eyes. By the way, I'm
What's a human?
Bored.
Sure, they're not humans.
I'm
It's
Corellian.
different. It's like different variants of human. Like you have like humans from Coruscant. You have Mandalorians, which are human.
Aren't they
you
called
have-
Corellians or Mandalorians?
Yeah,
What do you call
It's
a
like
human from
saying-
Coruscant?
It's like saying Americans. No, they're just different types of people, of humans. Just instead of countries, it's planets.
I was under the impression that there wasn't such a thing as humans and that they were an alien race. They just happen to look like humans.
Interesting. So what's Luke?
He's
Tatooine.
He's woman.
He's
a
a
woman.
No, I mean there's no such thing as humans in Star Wars though.
That's what they said in the FFG.
Anyway.
Mandalorian human. My brain broke.
We can argue this later, children.
Tatooinean?
But yes, as you guys are kind of talking, and Io, you're noticing the color change. And no, it doesn't make you sick at all. Then you just kind of feel, you're attuned to feel various changes in the Force, and you kind of feel something about Del that wasn't there before, and it's almost as if he has a bizarre Force signature, but it's not a Force signature. It's like his individual signature has changed.
Something sweet and almost Sith.
I knew you were going
Jesus
to do
Lord!
that. As soon as she
Signature.
said that, I was like, okay, someone's
something.
bursting into song.
Let her see. We lost his leg, and now we found
But I
his
just
spirit. Something there was something that wasn't there before. Oh damn! I lost it. Oh, right at the end. Damn.
And I
love-
just looked it up. There is canonically humans, so never mind. I'm wrong.
Haha! I am always right.
Damn.
Anyway.
Ah.
Oh, that's
Anyway.
the Ambrosius.
Thank you, Ambrosius. Get the fuck out of my game. You do not come here, Ambrosius. It's a bad idea for you. It's dangerous.
So dangerous.
Oh.
But yes, that is what you guys are sensing at the moment.
Is it like, so it's almost like neutral then?
It is neutral in essence, but it seems to veer towards the light side more than it would the dark side. It seems to be truly neutral and
Like self-sufficient or self-serving.
yes, it is truly neutral and self-serving, but it does not. This feeling and whatever is happening to Del does not seem to mean any harm, like Del had said.
Okay. Yeah, so her hand's probably out, like hovering over like his leg or something, and then she says, "Yeah, I don't think they're lying. Who you were talking to?
Who's they? What are you guys talking about?
Poor Veery.
Were you
hold on.
just
Understand
listening
what's
to what Del
happening.
was saying?
I thought he was like delirious, so I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that's okay.
Well, I mean, I was paying attention. I just don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know really either. Apparently, the plant that has infected so many has also infected Del, and now it's talking to him. It has a consciousness.
Okay, but are you talking, guys, the plants that have killed everyone on the ship? No, we've been attacking?
Well, those aren't plants. More people
Del,
injected with them.
as Veery says that, the voices kind of come back and they have kind of this frustrated growl to them, but you get the sense that they don't mean any harm. And all you hear is, "We did not do harm. We were the ones harmed."
Okay, yeah, they're not happy about what you just said.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
they're listening? Okay. Hi, Mr. Dell's plant. I'm Veery. Nice to meet you. She's like looking at everyone else like, do we
really-
talk to them?
I really don't want you to try and converse with the plant because it's very loud. I already have a comm set in my head that can get quite loud. This is
Dell's plants.
just. Hold on. Del, after he removes his chest armor, he's gonna lift his shirt and look.
Oh, now's not the time.
As you do that, and any of you who are looking, as he's kind of looking at himself,
You see 3 arms!
spoiler alert. No.
She does look for it though.
There is
It's
no
further
third
down.
arm. However, that's third leg. There. Anyway, as you're looking, there seems to be something a little bit different about Bill's body. You can't put your fingers on it right away, but the more you're looking, you're going, when did Dell get into shape? And as you all are just kind of looking
Oh,
in,
ouch.
in confusion,
Hardcore.
you see a pulse through his chest in the tone of a heartbeat. And as you do, you see the tendrils of veins just go turquoise with every heartbeat. It's a very gentle thing, but
Ben.
Barry, Barry, calm down.
She backs away.
Have you ever, Barry, pay attention. Have you ever recorded me without my shirt on before? Your silence is very concerning.
I mean, I haven't noticed. Google Krugel search videos for Dell shirt off. Click.
You put them
and just various
interwebs.
Well, it's my own personal file server. It's not released to the public quite yet. And there's like you see videos that like light up to say meow meow, Del Pow, and things like this. Yeah.
And there are various clips of Dell like wandering around the Peachy King shirtless or training or whatever. Yeah, and looking at them, you do notice a distinct difference. Dell has always been fit, but it's like his muscles have changed. They're a bit more pronounced. Well, more than a bit more.
Pronounced.
They are very more pronounced.
So my muscles grew.
They are very well toned and literally happened overnight.
More like
I wasn't like this.
over 5 minutes.
You were, yeah, you were. In fact, I mean, this happened an hour ago. That's very quick.
Again,
I
at Ben's words, you hear the voice, but the voice does not seem as agitated as it was at Very's remark. It seems almost as if it admires what Ven says. Almost proud. And the voice just goes, "We knew that you would be able to handle our gifts. We believed we chose correctly."
Okay, the plant, the sentient plant, has an ego. So it likes what you said. I'm gonna try and break this down as simple as possible without annoying you, I guess. You're just like looking upwards. So I am basically your not host. Right, you don't have, well, I don't know yet. Thank you for not making me a mindless creature, I guess. So I think it's proud of its work. It's like, don't take this wrong way, it's like a scientist, I think. If something goes right, it likes that. If it goes wrong, it takes personal offense. So with all the undead, it sees itself as the victim here.
Mm-hmm.
And it believes that it's going to be blamed for everything, and yet it is the one who is suffering. Right?
Okay.
You do not hear the voice, but you kind of feel it pulsating through your body, and it's this warm, comfortable feeling. It's reminiscent of when you were a child and you got patted on the head by someone that you looked up to, that swelling pride in your chest. That's kind of the warmth that you feel.
Right.
And that makes you feel you hit it right on the head.
Okay, so I'm basically this thing's science experiment. And it's happy that it went right, and now it wants me and us to get it home. It's done its job, I assume. So this thing...
Would you mind if I asked them a question?
I mean, I can't really stop you or them from answering.
I'm not sharing my room with it. Just
I'm asking you if you're comfortable with me asking a question before I do so.
I mean,
if you piss it off, it's only going to hurt me. So
I'm not gonna piss it off. I was wondering if this is a permanent thing, or if this is something that's temporary until we help it, and then maybe it would let you have your mind back.
yeah, he looks down at his body, which is a lot more toned and like larger than before. He's like more muscular. I mean, they saved me a couple months of working out, so I'm not really too fussed about the body part.
Don't take the lazy way out.
You shush. I have been working on these abs for years, okay? I've always had a gut. Now the gut's gone.
You're supposed
Okay.
to have a
Yep,
gut when
same.
you're strong.
Same.
It's that core muscle.
Yeah. So I'm not going to ask for a name, because if you have a name, that'll make it much more creepy.
I like Venom. Just to be.
I'm going to say no to that one, because that makes it sound harmful, and if it sounds
Is that a play
ow,
off
ow,
of
he
my
didn't like
name?
that.
Oh,
It didn't like it. It didn't like it. No. Ow.
Yep. Nope, you definitely got the sensation that it was not a fan of the negative connotation of a name.
it's not
Okay.
negative. It's like Ven
Okay.
over here, but like Venom. It's like a Latin description of it from the, from the planet we were just.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to name it after me, though.
Yeah, can we not give it a name? I
Well,
think it's happy with
it-
just being
It likes you.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's even worse. I saw a comic about that one.
Yeah, when you say something mean, it feels like somebody's giving me butt pins and needles.
I didn't say anything mean.
Don't
I
call
think
it-
it'd be cool. I just said you can't have my room, Venom.
Dell, you just kind of hear this the growling of the voices in your head, and they say,
Nope. It doesn't
"We
like
not bestow our blessing unto this child for a reason."
Yeah, they don't like you.
Even Venom doesn't like me. Yeah, that's not new.
Yeah.
Kinda
Okay,
used to that.
can you not send me the pins and needles, because it's quite irritating and it hurts.
We
Yeah,
cannot
would you-
control how we respond with your body. But we will indulge your friends in their questions.
Okay, so I have more than I'm just kidding.
They have apparently we've all the time in the world. Can you tell us a safe place to go where we can actually sit down and have this talk?
Isn't
Well,
this a
did you
safe
ask them the
place?
question I asked?
It's quiet for a moment, Dell, before you hear the voices. We do not detect any of the failed projects nearby. There are many places for which you can sit and talk in your current location. But we would not advise dallying long.
You know, I haven't used the word dallying in years. Are you going through my memory and getting these words?
We speak to you in a way that you understand based on what we have discovered in your mind.
Okay. Oh, that's not.
So, did
Yes.
you ask them if there's a way to, is this permanent or is this temporary?
Right. Getting to that. Apparently they can hear you through my ears. So,
I see.
The voices seem a bit relaxed at Ben's question, and they go, "We will assist for as long as necessary. Be it short term or long term, we will decide upon our freedom."
right, but do I still get to keep the bod?
The fact fact that he called it the bod was better.
I know, right? That's fantastic. We will bestow our gifts upon you as long as you allow us to. If you enjoy our gifts, we will stay and we will help.
Okay. Right. So. Right. Okay. So they said they'll stay as long as until they're free. Then I can decide. I guess I don't know. They weren't very clear on that. But they said they can stay or they can go. I kind of want to keep. I don't know why. I feel comfortable in this right now. That sounded strange.
Yeah, a little bit.
You just like that you got to cut 2 months off your training regimen.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly, yes. Right. I'm gonna put my armor back on.
Please do.
Does it fit anymore?
Dell, as you pick it back up, you notice that there's something strange about the armor. Like, it feels as if you're picking up a piece of paper, like it's really light in your hand.
That's. Did you do something to my armor? It feels less.
We do not influence the inorganic. We merely assisted in your growth.
Okay, this chest piece alone weighs 80 pounds. It's meant to absorb blaster fire. Ben, can you hold this for a second?
You just did he say out loud that it was 80 pounds?
Yeah.
She
And
just uses the force to hold it.
You see him holding it with one hand. I don't know if 80 pounds is a lot, but he's holding it with one hand.
It's like trying to pick up my sister.
He is holding it.
That's a lot.
Okay, he is holding it as if, you are holding a bottle of soda. That is how loosely he's holding it. Which, 80 pounds, shouldn't be doing that. So, Ven, you kind of reach out to the force and lift it, and it feels as heavy as it's always been. There is nothing amiss with it. There's nothing amiss with the gravity. The armor's fine.
Please note, Ven didn't even bother to attempt to physically hold it because she has
Physically
one
grab
hand.
it.
She said no.
So Dell will grab it out of the air with one hand.
Interesting.
You'll attach it. You'll attach the leg armor. Where's my gun?
here.
Dell's gonna try and pick
I
up
had
the
it.
gun with a force.
Okay.
So Dell's gonna try and hold the handle of the gun with one hand, see if he can hold it up. And it's a chain gun.
It is. It's like you're picking up maybe a handgun. A handgun would actually be heavier, you would imagine.
This isn't normal, is it?
No.
Like, Dell's arm is
Seeing you handle that
outstretched.
stuff like that.
Feels very light. Okay. Dell's gonna holster it on his side, like he usually does. Let's. Okay. Wait. What ones? Hold on. Wait. What ones?
Yes.
Hold on. All of them?
Yes. Keep that to yourself,
Okay.
because Della doesn't know what's going on just yet. But yes.
Holy shit.
So yeah, you
Holy
guys are
shit.
watching Dell handling this heavy equipment as if it's nothing. It's odd, very odd,
Would it
kind
just
of aggressive.
be? Would it just be physical, or like all of the characteristics?
Affirmative.
Okay, so it's all the
the above.
characteristics.
Yes.
Holy shit.
As you're doing this like testing of the waters, so to speak, Dell, you hear the voices again, and they seem very proud. These are the gifts we bestow upon those that are worthy. If you help us find a new home to grow, to flourish, to live, we will bestow these blessings upon you permanently, should you desire. We mean you and your friends no harm.
Holy shit, guys. Right.
Ven's just like watching him like handle all this stuff, you know, with like ease now. And she just says, I wonder if this is what Isaidus was trying to accomplish with this planet.
At that point, Dell, you hear the voices again, and they seem not annoyed at Ben. They're clearly not annoyed at
They
Ben,
love
but
her.
they do love her. Regardless, Ben. No, not at her, but at the mention of Isaidus, and you hear the voices go, we have heard that name. We know what that man desires. That man desires us and our gifts. We will not bestow the gifts to the unworthy.
Okay. So, they don't like that. They don't like Isaidus. They don't like him.
Yeah, we call him a
Not
Citadouche,
a huge
Mr.
surprise.
Plant Venom person.
Yeah, we don't like him too.
It's at that
Mrs.
point that you hear the voices, and they seem to be responding to Viri with amusement. We can see the humor in the names. We like this child of the Force.
Yay.
Okay. They like you now.
Oh, yay. Okay. I'm still not getting my bedroom.
Yeah, they're probably going to stay with me for a bit, I think.
Good. Are you gonna let
You
Dre
shall
around this thing?
stay with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay. What I'm going to quickly gather is they are going through my memories and gathering words. They're using those words to communicate to me and then you. That's why they can talk. God damn, my brain's going 100 right now.
Understandable.
No. You
Definitely
don't
on
understand,
the
like...
stranger spectrum.
Then you don't understand, like...
Like getting the Force for the first time?
Guess?
Ben
I
kind of
feel-
like smiles a little bit at her.
I feel stronger, I feel faster, I feel smarter.
Better, stronger, tougher. Fine.
Dell looks at the nearby wall.
Argo, you remember when that foot from that creature went through the wall like it was nothing?
Oh yeah, where it almost took my head off. Yeah, I remember that.
Dell's gonna walk up to the wall and with all of his force, punch it.
You guys
The whole
kind
space
of
station
watched this happen.
collapses.
I know, right? You guys
Oh,
watched this
Now
happen.
I can see the ship. He uncleared the vents.
All right. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you see him go to punch, and like for a split second, you all go to stop him because what the fuck is he doing? And you watch as his fist makes contact and dents the walls of the ship, which no creature should have the capability of doing so. But the metal creaks and groans as it is impacted, and there's a perfect indentation of his fist. Del, when you pull your fist back, there's no injury.
Jesus Christ, Dill.
You actually probably see Ven's eyes are like a little wider. Just a little.
The subtle.
Oh shit.
Hey, big boy, it's all good. No mean to. I'm just anything I say mean is just not. It's just a joke, dude. He's okay.
Sun's real low. Sun's
Oh,
real low.
God! Robert!
I was gonna go there, but I
Robert!
didn't.
Alright. That's new.
That joke has been cracked like once a week for like 3 weeks.
It's so good, and it's still
It really
good.
has! Fantastic.
That's new. Okay,
No, I know.
so yeah, they weren't kidding. How fast can I run now?
Okay, Spider-Man.
Angie, how fast could I run?
I'm sending that to you now.
Damn. See, y'all don't understand. I got an upgrade.
Oh no, we know you got an upgrade.
What it sounds like.
Yeah.
We're kind of picking up on that.
We kind of understand that you got an upgrade. Which means
Oh,
Mira will
God.
not have to upgrade Dell's stuff anymore.
Dell is pure roid rage at this point. I was actually going to put roid rage. Damn. No, it's my speed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have a quick look around. So you see Dell. You know his usual movement. He's quite hefty, so it's sort of slowish. No, when
Do
you
be
hear
a big
him
boy,
running
though.
along, when you hear him running along, you hear tunk 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 tunk. You see him basically in that full gear break into a full-on sprint as he laps around the entirety.
And you do not hear the heavy thuds that you would have heard. It's like light taps.
It's like if Io was running.
Precisely. In full ass Mandalorian gear.
Shit. So, you're telling me I can keep this if we help you? Well, we need to get off the ship anyway, so that's it, survivors. Do you know how many are alive? Can you sense that?
It's quiet for a few moments before the voices speak. We sense many life forms, but a mere fraction are sentient.
So infected. Okay.
The failed experimentations are infecting And we do not sense much time for others.
Right. Okay. Everyone gather around and listen up. Please.
Is this you or the plant talking?
This is me. This is me. Okay.
It sounded
So,
like it. Okay.
right. So, okay, there are others alive. This thing has a connection to the infected, but it can only sense them. It's like phantom limb pains. You know what that means. You can't. It's not there, but you can feel it. So it can feel the infected. It feels that there's a lot of them, and that only there's a few survivors. There are survivors. Fuck my brain. I can't. Too quick. I can't hold a thought for more than a second. Fuck. This is quick.
In other words, we gotta move now.
You kind of feel some tendrils in your mind, Del, and you hear the voices, and they sound almost apologetic. We did not mean to overwhelm the mind. We are urgent.
Okay, right. It's fine. Okay, so, this is like their one good effort, I think. This is, okay. You see Del pacing. Okay. Ven, come here. And he holds out his hands to her.
She's like standing right next to him anyway. What?
He holds out his hands to her.
Okay, she like looks at them and just kind of looks at him like questioningly.
Hold my hands.
Sure.
All right, I don't know if now's the time for this.
Just don't. It's a theory. It's a test.
Yes, I will.
He like stares into her eyes for a second. Okay. Thank you. It's desperate. That's why my brain is going 100 right now. It's desperate for its life. It wants to be.
Can I
It wants
sense
to be
its
free.
presence in the force if I'm like holding his hand?
Beautiful. I knew you'd ask. Yeah, as you are holding Del's hands, and you kind of see Del taking a breath and seeming to get his wits about him and look at his eyes, you kind of see around his irises a little ring of turquoise that was not in his eyes before. And you sense the consciousness of another being linked with Del. And Del, as you're kind of calming down, you hear this voice, and the voices also seem to be a little bit calm as they speak to you. We sense your fondness for this woman, and we approve.
Right. First of all,
They ship it too. Oh,
First of all, she's married. Second of all, that's a bit weird. But yeah, she's quite nice. So right, so they like you.
We approve. And this seems a bit more forceful this time.
Okay,
almost as if it
DM.
doesn't care. No.
Okay, so
We approve your friendship. We
right.
feel calm.
Right. So
Ben, they can. I'm gonna just say this right now. They like you. I think it's your connection to the Force, the good side of the Force. That's why they like you a lot. I think that's it. Because it sort of like resonates with them. I think.
And I can sense them too. So.
Great. Okay. We need to go. The plant. It senses the infected. It senses the failed experiments that the scientists have made. So, I guess it can help us avoid them, or it can help us go through them quickly. I don't know. It's not really. It hasn't got a lot of knowledge of the ship. It just knows there's bigger clusters here and there. Fuck. Let me just think. There are survivors. They can...
Okay.
God, I love your voice right now. It's so soothing.
Del, focus.
Why did you say that? Why did I say that? Why? Okay, that's not nice. Brain bit, that's fine. You can speak, but don't emotional stuff. Keep that low, please.
Plant, tell us which direction it goes so we can start going and plan on the run. We don't have time for Del to stammer through his plan.
Yeah, that.
All this feeling.
Dell, activate plant GPS. Go gadget Dell. Is that how it works now?
The plant seems to be rather amused by Io and your own humbling Dell. And it just... The voices speak again. There is a path north of where your location is, I believe. We recommend using the tunnels.
Tunnels.
The
Tunnels.
failed experiments do not linger, for there is no sustenance for them.
I
There.
like tunnels.
Yeah, you got like really excited when she said tunnels. You know some have tunnels that I don't.
These are like really big vents, then.
Okay.
Thank you very.
You're welcome.
Right. Fuck. Okay, so it says to head north.
Like, I helped.
It says head north from the
Yay!
tunnels.
She doesn't
North
understand
through the
much,
tunnels.
but she understands Io likes tunnels and vents.
We gotta be quick. Let's go! And he's gonna pick up Ven. He's gonna pick up Ven. Basically put her like... He's not gonna put her over his shoulder. He's like gonna hold her. Not bridle.
Can he like sit her on his shoulder? And she could just like
He's
ride
strong
on his
enough-
shoulder?
Can I just say what his strength is now? Please? Can I just say what his strength is right now? Just to give them a bit of knowledge of how strong he actually
We
is
don't
now.
have strength.
Brawn. Sorry, can I tell him his brawn now after the upgrade?
To give them an idea of how strong Dell is now with these upgrades, yes.
My brawn now is a 10
Damn.
Nice.
Nice.
base. Yeah. And I actually have the ability now to actually soak a rocket. I have that much soak now. And health. He got
Hybrids, man.
upgraded.
Hybrids.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Look at him go.
I
So,
know,
yeah.
right?
So Dell was basically going to pick her up and put her on her shoulder. Like, in a way that she's like sitting in his arm. Basically, he's like carrying her quickly. And he's going to run and he's going to grab Viri as well. And start bolting it.
Take the
Yeah.
gun off. Let's go.
Very, very quickly dodges out and does the Ray like from like Star Wars. Be like, I don't need a man to hold my hand. Especially no plant man. And then like runs after you guys.
Yeah. Dell's now busting ass running north. I could just imagine Viri's hair in the wind just floating as he's running with her. Like, now it would be bridal carry because he's like, okay, and he's holding her more stably.
Once Io heard
Oh,
north,
did I show you guys the
he
new
shot off
photo of
north.
Viri?
He said, "Fuck you guys,
I
I'm
think I
out."
did.
Just imagine. I could just imagine. I was running along like, damn, they're taking. Ding, 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 ding. There goes Dell.
Yeah, so as you guys kind of move and start to navigate through the tunnels, let's go ahead and take a quick little 5-minute bathroom break.
Sounds
Speaking
good.
of which, also, I forgot to show you guys, I got Viri commissioned.
Oh, yes, it turned out so good.
Show me!
Show
need that in my
us.
Speaking
Oh,
of Viri's
damn.
hair.
It's
Where is it? Where is it?
Game planning.
Oh, yes, my
It's
favorite.
so good!
It's so good.
God
And
damn, that's badass.
Right?
Holy shit, I love
Just,
it.
I was like,
love her
we
so
went
much.
back and forth over that expression so many times. I was like, fiercer? Nope, too sexy. Nope. I was like, everything's perfect, but this you have to get this right.
If
And then
you've
she got this,
seen
it's perfect.
a certain TikTok, it's like how to make a character look insane. It's like tilt the head
Mhm.
down, make them look up through their eyebrows, and
Yep.
give them like a slight smile. And I'm picturing that. How much does
That's
that
exactly
cost?
what it is. Not much. It's like, she only charged like 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like
that's
60
not
euro, I
weird.
think.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's
She
might
does
get
not
commissions.
charge a lot.
fast too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna get Hybrid Dell commissioned. Oh, that would be so badass.
She has a
Him running-
long wait list because like she doesn't have commissions
Oh.
open all the time. But yeah, like definitely get on the list and do it. But like it took
Yeah,
me
all you
like
have to do
3-4
is
months to
email
get on
her
it.
and be like, "Hi, please put me on your list," and then she'll eventually just contact you when you get to her, or when she gets to you.
Damn.
Yeah, that's my
I like
favorite
the
one.
I like the like crackling of the lightsabers too. That like gives them more of like a feral look. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
I
added
know,
that for like the
right?
stun powers that she has because I was like, I've always imagined that like her doing like really glancing blows, but it being like a shock and to give strain.
Mm.
So that's like what the reasoning behind that.
Angie, can I tell them what I've got?
Let me
No.
tell everybody. Let me show
Let me
and tell.
tell.
I got a new toy. I want to play with it.
No,
I want to
you
tell
can't
everyone.
tell because like
Oh, please have that happen, please.
Oh no, Michael, can you perfect the sound of Isaidus crying?
It's like low sobbing, I'd assume.
I have to think about that one.
We'll figure it out. I have faith in us.
Dead.
Let me just check on my wife. See
Who?
if she's getting any
Then,
closer.
darling. Then, darling, this Dell, I just don't know. How's that?
He's so much bigger and stronger.
That was
And a lot
perfect
more
and everything I
tone.
ever wanted in my life.
Sad part is that's or at least how I imagine him. Like he's way too cocky in his own self to ever even admit anything like that. He would die thinking he is far superior than him, unless he
for
got
sure.
redeemed. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll have to see when the time comes. But
Dell
yeah,
is
Why
now
is
truly
that
an 8-foot
yellow?
giant.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right, I have to hold on. I have to check something real quick. So, all
um,
my defense stats. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, that's good to know. No bonus. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Fuck. I'm now picturing the brawn and his melee and his brawl. He's on par with guns when it comes to brawling now. God, I want to show you all so much what's on my screen, but I can't.
Go show your mom.
She doesn't care.
There you go.
Mom, get the camera. Mom,
Look at my character sheet.
look at this imaginary character who I play as once every week, and sometimes we don't because people have real lives, and it's all imaginary. But look how cool I am.
Sometimes we don't because people have real lives. That's cute. Do we have everyone back?
I am here.
Rob said he needs to go smoke. He didn't need to.
How dare he?
Well, snitches get stitches, Del.
It's okay. I know he's never
She's
going to
joking.
stop. I just like giving him shit. That's my job now.
Does he smoke? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never knew.
Yeah, like half the time he goes
Okay.
smoke breaks for breaks.
Oh, I guess I never picked up on that.
Okay, Veery.
Right.
Yeah, I've always known he had no eyes. I've always known.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I,
That was amazing.
I really cannot wait
Oh.
for Io to start teaching Veery how to use foresight.
That
I mean,
will be interesting.
technically, she does have it already.
She just don't know how to use it.
He just doesn't,
Just not the same
canonically
version.
use it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just used in a different way.
I just want to say now, I couldn't get any Dr. Pepper cans because they were full fat, and I say I'm on a diet. I haven't changed weight since last year, which is strange because everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm gaining weight. Oh my god, I've lost weight." I'm sitting there going, "I have stayed the same. What the fuck are you doing wrong?"
Did you say full
Like,
fat soda?
Yeah, full fat Dr. Pepper.
I don't think pop has fat in it.
Oh, do you mean sugar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sugar goes into fat and everything, and I told my mum that's bullshit because it goes into glucose, and glucose goes into fat if it's not burned. If you don't use it as energy, but no, she wouldn't have it. So yeah, that part of
Diet
my science
soda
lesson went down
is-
the drain.
The worst stuff for you. That
Yeah,
fake
it's
sugar
way
is
worse.
awful.
I know, but it's what she would allow, so YOLO. Yeah, I have Diet Cola. I haven't had Diet Cola. In years. I've
Cola.
always
Oh,
had, like,
sorry, I love that accent on that one. Cola.
I know. I was
Dr.
like,
Cola.
oh, he pronounces it so
That was
fun. I love
adorable.
Listen, he
Cola.
changed like
Diet
6 different
Coke.
accents today, okay?
it. True.
I have Diet Coke.
I'm still losing
like-
my shit that he started out as Oren.
Like me and Lucy last night. Yeah, out and about.
Oh my
I'm like, oh, out and about.
Oh no.
I love when Lucy fucks up and goes, a boot.
You're talking about.
I don't hear the accent. I'm like, oh, it's definitely there, Lucy.
You are Canadian as fuck.
I know, it entertains me so much because I can't hear it in myself. So I'm just like, okay, I'll
Oh
just
yeah,
talk.
to you
There we
lot,
go.
I have an accent. To you lot,
Oh,
I have
yeah,
an
yeah.
accent. To
Oh,
every other British
hell yeah.
person, they're like, I can't tell where you're from. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you don't sound like you're from London. You don't sound like you're from up north or south. You don't sound like you're near Wales. So where are you from? I'm like, I'm down south. They're like, oh my god, really? I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then my doctor turned around and said, yeah, that's part of being autistic. Sometimes you don't pick up accents from people in your area. You can mimic accents, like my Scottish one and my Russian one. She's like, yeah, you can do that, but your normal self don't have an accent. I'm like, gonna confuse
Interesting.
people for the rest of my life.
Huh, I never knew that.
Like,
so, like,
the voice.
do you think you are because you are really good at accents? Do you think part of that is because of autism?
I'm just good at mimicking sounds. That's why I do beatboxing.
That's cool. Okay, fun.
Like, I can literally do, like,
Actually, I didn't know that.
guns and, you know,
Yeah.
or wait, I could do a bird one. No, I couldn't do it. I can't do it anymore. I used to be really good at mimicking bird sounds, and I'd freak the fuck out of the birds nearby. Fun fact: we have a nest in the side of our house, like near our back garden. It's like they actually burrowed in by law, we're not allowed to do anything about it. But they're near the bathroom. Like their nest connects to the vent in the bathroom. So sometimes we'll hear like tweeting and fluttering while we're taking a bath or something like that. And I just sat there by the vent and started tweeting at them, and I heard them go quiet. I was like, "Oh shit, did I do something?"
Guys.
And then I would repeat. I would like do 3 tweets, and they'd repeat it back. I was just like, "I'm Snow White. I can talk to animals." Then I just realized that I was basically doing baby feeding call. So they're just like, "Yeah, we're gonna feed you. Yeah, we fed you. What are you doing? What are you doing? We fed you. The fuck are you doing? We fed you." And I was, yeah. So
My mom.
yes, you have maybe hyper.
My mom one time, she can also kind of like mimic birds. And she was in the car with my aunt, and my aunt was driving along, and my mom started making the little bird calls, and my aunt did not pick up that it was her for like an hour, and she kept going, "Wow, the birds are just so noisy today in the city." And it's like, where are they? And my mom's just like dying next to her because she's just not picking up that it's inside the car, it's not coming from outside, and the windows were up and everything. But she's also got this like weird accent thing where if she's around people who have heavy accents for like longer than 10 minutes, she starts talking with the same accent herself. So people will think she's insulting them, and she just doesn't even do it like consciously. It's a very subconscious thing for her.
Aw,
It's so
she
funny.
didn't mean to.
I do the same exact thing. Yeah, that's me. I had this British guy call yesterday, and he was like, "So all right, so if you could just pick him up from the hospital and take him over there. All right, cheers." And I was like, "All right, cheers." He goes, "Uh-huh. Sorry, bye." I was just like, my bad.
Oh,
See,
no.
My bad, my bad.
see, the thing is, the accent I do, it is quite stereotypical. But the thing is, I had a math teacher who I had for 5 years. I had this math teacher for 5 years whilst I was in secondary school, and she did this accent. She spoke like this, like it through, like what you'd assume a Scotsman spoke like. She did this, and that's what I got it from. I just copied her. I actually did it in class when I first met her. Like I'd stayed silent for the first like 10 lessons, and then I turned around and went, "Excuse me, miss, do you am I allowed to go to the toilet?" And she went, "Oh, what part of Scotland are you from?" I went, "I'm not from Scotland. I'm from here. I'm from here." They're like, "What?" I was like, "I am from here." And I just picked it up. I just carried it on. The one
That's so
I can't.
funny.
I can sort of do an American accent, but I have to do like, I have to do a McCree one. I have to do McCree. So I sound like I'm down
Or-
south. I sound like I'm from down south. Now the weather here is out of shot. I gotta
What
get
time
my
is
pickup.
the weather happening?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
There you go.
All right.
Imagine Del
Rob,
with a Scottish accent.
Rob just texted me. To go ahead and go with that. It'll be a little bit, but so we'll go ahead and pick back up. So yeah, you guys start maneuvering through the tunnels as directed, and the voices occasionally give you direction where to go, Del, as far as which way to go, to turn,
Turn
etc.
left at 1,000 meters.
Yeah.
You have missed your turning. U-turn. U-turn. U-turn.
Redirecting.
Yeah.
Go straight. Go straight. Turn left. You missed it. You're a failure. God damn it. That's generally
So
how
yeah, you
British
guys-
sat-nav sound.
You guys start to maneuver and get through there, and again, it is quiet, and as you guys get closer, you start. If anybody has ever been in a garden, there is a distinct smell of plants.
Never. Hate garden.
Yeah, I grew up in a farming community, so like, I know this. But yeah, there is this distinct smell that makes you think of plants and dirt and just nature in and of itself as you guys get closer, kind of signaling that you're getting closer to the greenhouse. And you continue to move and weave before you finally come out, and you come out through a vent that leads you right to the greenhouse. And you go in, and most of the plants have died. They're brown, they're rotting. The greenhouse is in some disarray. Um, a lot of the plants that should have been the lush green that you feel that they should have been are now sickly brown. However, in the center, however, in the center of the greenhouse, there is one plant that seems to be flourishing. Um, the plant itself is this turquoise green color. The leaves are huge, to the point where you feel like you could wrap up into one of them and it would cover you. Yeah, basically. um, and you see, Dell, you've already seen this, courtesy of the voices, but the rest of you are seeing this large plant and these flowers that are this gorgeous purple with kind of a shimmering look to it, almost like it's constantly moving, although there's no air. The only difference, though, is as you're looking at this large plant and it reaches up to the ceiling, where you can see a lot of the watering systems that had been pouring water down over it to sustain the plants that have long gone dry. But there's something different from your vision of it, Del. There is a humanoid, it looks like, sitting at the base of the plant. But it's something doesn't feel right, and you feel the voices in your head. They don't say anything, but there is this tenseness, this wariness. This person seems to have plants growing from them. They're sitting down, knees kind of pulled up to the chest, hands kind of resting over, and they're looking down, like they're just kind of looking at the floor. You see like vines wrapping around its hands and then just kind of dangling. It's like this very plant life has grown from this person. There are the odd floral patterns of various different types of flowers just kind of blooming from this being. And when they kind of look up, you can see that like half of their face is covered in, it looks like moss. There's a bit of mushrooms too. This seems to be another only case of living plant life. But there seems to also be like this miscolored scientist jacket on him as well. And this person, this male, just looks at you all as you kind of enter. And there's nothing. But Del, you feel the tenseness.
It's another hybrid, isn't it? It's one of the failed hybrids, isn't it?
The voices speak to you. It was a successful hybridization, but we did not bestow our gifts. This is a sentient.
Guys, this is one of the scientists.
Oh, so he survived?
No.
You see Dell getting into like a fighting position. He's not using his gun. He's like dropped his gun to his side. Now he's going for his fists.
This one. They didn't give him his powers.
Is this person like talking
the-
at all?
He's just kind of sitting there watching you guys, but as you guys talk, you hear kind of this shuddering sound and see this plant-covered person, like, it looks like he's kind of sighing before you hear a voice, a male voice. But it seems kind of thick, as if talking is a chore for him. Sounds weary. He sounds tired. He sounds frustrated. And the minute that he speaks, Dell, you kind of feel again the tenseness from the plant. You are not Sith.
Hell no.
I don't think that's a good thing, guys.
You see
Yeah,
Dell
does
get
he
into
look
a
like he's
fighting
got the
position.
uniform or anything?
He is wearing a scientist jacket.
Is he one of the ones we were looking
But you're...
for?
Yeah. The names on those capsules that held the people. He has to be.
Then, roll me a perception check.
I'm not near my computer. Hold on a second.
Well, damn it, man!
Got
Cooking
caught snooping.
dinner. So
She was
I'm
not expecting the DM to make her do shit.
I didn't think I'd have to roll right now. Okay. Okay. Let me put in my little thingy.
Put in on a
No.
rocket ship.
Shut up!
Let's see. No. I kept on singing that last night.
It was stuck in my head all
Okay.
night.
It took you a little bit then to kind of recognize this person, and it almost makes you a little bit sick to your stomach to see it before you realize who this person is.
Oh shit.
Wee.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I finally read the title. Yeah, that was all his logs and stuff we were reading, right?
Yep. He is one of the original Sith scientists who had been experimenting with the plants to find some version of immortality.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off. I need to get ready for work, and then I'll jump off or jump back onto my cell phone. So,
Sounds good.
wait.
Bye.
Have fun with Joseph Miller. Veer's in the back, not doing anything, but we'll fight if we fight. Okay, bye.
I love Michael. So yeah, then you recognize him instantaneously as this is the Sith scientists whose logs you've been reading, the one who was obsessed with the plant and its abilities. He doesn't seem to be hostile, though. He seems to just be there.
Okay. He seemed pretty. Do you seem a little unhinged in his notes? I thought he did, but I don't remember. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
Yep. He was a bit crazy. He was rather excited for all the horrible things that have happened Um, he's- yeah, he be a little bit cray cray.
Just deal with
Okay.
it.
I actually will I'll actually lean a little bit to Dell and say, "Hold rage just yet. We may need information."
Sorry, say that again.
I said, "Hold your rage for just a moment. We may need information."
Who's this guy? He's a scientist, please.
Before Ven could answer your question, the plant answers. This one took us from our home, started the experimentation 25 of your years ago. This one had called himself Doctor. Miller was the last name. This one is a worker of what you call the Sith. We did not grant him anything. And you kind of feel like there's this sense of anger from the plant that you see behind him, and it kind of shudders, like it wants to hurt Miller, but the plant is unable to.
Ben,
Yes.
this is Miller, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one who started this all?
Yes, and I think it would be wise to figure out what he knows before you do whatever it is you're feeling like you want to do.
Yeah,
She knows him well enough. It's not rocket science.
I know, right?
the plant is very convincing. They don't like him one bit.
I'm sure. And they have every right not to. But still, he may know some things would help.
Would he even give them us?
Hmm?
Would he even give them to us? Answers.
I guess it depends. Don't know till we try.
You stay back. He's a hybrid. Don't know how strong this one is.
I'm going to talk
Yeah,
to him
fine.
with you, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, just stay behind me, please. He's
I'll
successful
stand beside
like
you.
me.
How's that?
That's not fine.
Dell's gonna slowly approach Dr. Miller.
Um, as you approach him, he looks up at you, and then his head just kind of tilts back slightly to look up towards the plant before back to you. And he kind of scoffs, or maybe it's a chuckle. Hard to tell. But it's a noise that is not a positive noise. Before he goes, so, all my time and the Mandalorian is who it picks.
Funny how that works.
The Mandalorian? Have we met?
I know who you are.
It's concerning. You've been on this ship for how many years? pretty isolated. Wait. You've had connections with him, haven't you? Isaidus. Even through the outbreak, you've been reporting to him, haven't you?
Well, even longer, around longer than Isaidus. So do you even know that name?
Of course I know that name. He funded my research. Found me when I was almost bankrupt, and I could find that immortality and prove my theories.
Isaidus
And I
funded
could
him.
continue to experiment across the galaxy and make my own science experiments.
So you did
So
this for him.
Isaidus wanted you to find immortality? Or was that more your thing and he was just funding you?
Two sides of the same coin.
I suppose.
He wanted immortality. I wanted to know more about this plant and its abilities. And he let me do my research in peace. Until the Republic stepped in. But all they did was provide more fodder and helped me create some hybrids of my own.
So everything that's happened on this ship. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, you're talking.
Yeah, but so are you. Go.
Voice kills me every time.
I love it.
You can
Hello.
do it.
Okay, yeah, so she'll just say, well, clearly this whole place is in shambles. So I don't know how well your experiments have worked out for you.
Enough that Lord Isaidus has hybrids of his own.
Are you saying you
Sorry, can you
shipped
repeat
off-
that? It got cut out.
He said enough that Lord Isaidus had a few hybrids of his own.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying you shipped off hybrids to him already?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
But that was before some rogue scientists found us, and then I had more fodder for my own experimentations.
Must have
So
been
what
more
went wrong here?
The plant did not approve.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I'd approve either.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people would have approved. And let me guess.
No, you don't understand. This plant sentient.
He's sentient.
Said it at the same time. It's great.
Yes, canonically, they said it at the same time.
Yeah. I'm well aware. It has a few choice words to say about you. Ben,
Mm-hmm.
remember when we had that planet invaded? Remember when we released all those got Mira's mother.
Yeah.
He said he had something better. I think this is it.
Yeah. He also said. Actually, can you hold it 1 second? It's been a few months. I wanted to look and see what he said because it was something he was really fixated on, but it's been a little bit. Let me look. I usually copy down in my notes what some things he says.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Reminisce about olden days.
The good days.
Give me one moment, I gotta check the files.
Yeah, that's
Is it a
right.
douche?
Isaidus,
Is it a
creepy
bitch?
Isaidus messages to me file. It's getting big now.
Hold on, this is a big file. This might take a
Like
few minutes, guys.
scrolls and scrolls. No.
Isaidus wrote
Dr.
fanfic
Miller?
about me.
Right. Dr.
Isaidus
Miller
sent me
takes out his
another love
phone and starts
letter.
texting someone. Veery busts out a cigarette break. You know,
Okay.
like those
so,
canonical bullshits. Yeah.
So she says, he said his sights were set on another person and that I wouldn't be able to save this one. So I'm not sure if he was referring to this, but I'm sure this was a part of his plan.
If he threatened something, he wouldn't threaten just nameless nobodies. No. No, not with his dear, dear wife. Oh, he'd strike more to the heart.
Thank you for that helpful input, Dr. Miller.
Yeah, you would have been great as a psychologist. Dr. Obvious is what I would have called you.
And your sass gives me life.
Something
So who
about
is
that
he after?
on break just unlocked sass potential.
From Dell. Yeah.
Ben, yeah.
He's been getting sass from his 3-year-old daughter, so you gotta expect sass back, okay? No,
so she'll
I
actually
don't want to go to bed. Yes, you do.
So she'll actually look at Miller and say, so you know who he's targeting next.
He kind of gets a little smile, and of course there is only half of his face, but you could tell it would be a full-on smile. And he goes, I have a few ideas who he would attack and target.
Oh, I'd love to hear them.
Like a certain mother to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
She's waiting for him to list more. Like, she sort of nods, like, "Yep, that was my only suspicion." She's like waiting for him to like.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Any other thoughts?
No. But that counts for 3, doesn't it?
The children.
Yes, it does.
I have
He's off to the
jock
children.
bunches.
Dell will look over it then.
He's after for her babies. 2
Yeah,
children
right.
born from the most powerful Jedi in the universe. Do I have your
I mean, well,
permission
that's
now?
why we. She'll turn to Miller and say, like, she'll kind of like just kind of like hold out a hand to Dell, like one more thing, and she like turns to Miller and says, "So what you've done is this irreversible? Like to these people, you don't have anything you decided to make for a reversible. I mean, look at you."
Yeah, you kind of look like
Why?
shit.
Why would Isaidus want it to be reversed? That's just setting himself up to fail. No, this is permanent. If the plant doesn't like you, what happens to you cannot be reversed. This is what happens when it doesn't like you. It turns you into its own fodder.
Why do you
I
have your
mean-
conscience?
Because it respects the need for research, and I suspect it was waiting for a better target. And you kind of see him glance at the plant before he looks at you, Dell, and he just kind of chuckles and he goes, I know you want to kill me, and that's okay. Because my research lives on, and there's nothing you or anyone in this galaxy can do to stop it.
Oh, I think we can find a way to do it.
Yeah. And, it probably hates you because you're a shit gardener. Look at this place.
It's just a plant.
Is it? It's a pissed plant. Do I have your permission?
Ven just looks this guy in the eye and says, and I don't know, is there? I don't think there's insight though, because I'm trying to see. Well, I can actually sense thoughts first of all, so I want to kind of start to use the Force to sense his thoughts, especially as I'm talking now, and I want to say, look me in the eye and tell me that there's no way to reverse this, and I want to see if he's lying. Using sense thoughts.
Okay. He looks you in the eye, and as he answers, you get the feeling that he's not telling everything he knows, but he's not going to tell you more. And he just chuckles and he goes, "You can't stop death. Besides, nobody wants to live forever if they're sane."
I want to use influence, and he has to roll discipline check so that he likes us.
Okay. You could certainly try.
You can't stop me and the evil planet. I suddenly like you now.
Yeah. Hey.
All
We're
right.
pulling a Jester cupcake moment.
Yeah, trying to anyway.
Yeah. So it's discipline versus discipline.
Okay.
That is 9. I think.
All right. I'm going to privately roll his.
The crocodile's facing the wrong way.
Dang it. I fixed it.
then you try to reach out and kind of try to manipulate through the force to try and convince him to like you, and you just see this maniacal grin further grow on the half of his face that's not overwhelmed with plants, and he laughs and he goes, "So you are a force user. I'm immune to your tricks. That's why Isaidus liked me so much." And he just kind of leans back on the plant. And Dell, as he touches it, you just feel almost this primal growl in the back of your head. But Miller continues. I'd much prefer if you're gonna mess with me, just kill me now. Because either way, I'm not making it off if you're alive.
Van will just say, well, if you have nothing further to offer.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah,
Miller
feels-
just kind of... Miller kind of smirks at you then, and he just goes, "Nothing. Someone like you." And as he kind of snarls that, Dell, you just hear almost a shout in your head, a growl in return. And all you hear is destroy.
How fast can Del move in an instant? He can move 60 feet in 6 seconds. So that's 10 feet a second. How far is this guy from us?
You would easily be able to reach him from there in half the time. He is not that far away from you.
So you see Del, who is standing in like a sort of defensive, brawling position, suddenly just like take off, and he is right in front of the doctor. His fist reeled back. As he's about to collide with the guy's face, hopefully he kills him, Del's gonna say, "Isaidus will join you soon enough." And he's gonna try and punch a hole through his head. So I'm gonna roll, see if I hit.
Okay?
So for brawl, okay, that's 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to hit.
Yep. That absolutely hits. And you don't even need to worry about damage because there's not much there. But as you guys are kind of watching, looks like it, probably. As you guys see Del just in a stride or two, he's there. And for a split second, you see Miller's face, and he has a smile on his face, and it's actually peaceful. Very, very peaceful before Del's fist collides with the face and just smashes his skull, his blood splattering against the plant. And you all watch as the plant's leaves just shudder. And Miller's body collapses, dead. And the room is silent.
I think that plant could do with a little bit of a bath.
Yeah. That felt strange. I feel very strange.
See, it's almost like Del recoils a little bit, like Holy shit. And he like retrieves his hand from the guy's head, whatever's left of it.
Not much.
Pardon me,
I
sir.
can
You
tell
got
you
something
that.
stuck in your.
But yeah, as you pull back, you kind of feel the voices kind of stop their growling and they calm down and they seem satisfied by it. Um, before, all is silent and then the voices pick up again. You are worthy of our gifts. And you see another shuddering from the plant before some leaves seem to open up, and you see a small sapling of this plant. And the voice speaks to you again, Dell. We must grow elsewhere. We need a home where we can feast on the dead and grow in our own time. We need to go. However, at that last we, you get the sense the plant is not speaking of itself, but collectively your little group.
I'll find a place. Second.
Dell sort of looks up at the plant.
He said that I'm your experiment. Is that true?
You are not an experiment. We were experimented. We were taken. We were forced.
Dell gives like a sort of uncertain look at the group, like, I'm getting a bit of a bad feeling. But he like turns back and takes the sapling, puts it in his pocket.
I was just like standing there with his hands on
Pretty
his hip,
sure-
watching Dell
pretty sure
have this
we-
internal
yeah, we-
conversation. It's like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
we just see a plant giving a sapling, and Dell's like, I'm worried. We're like, I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of happened.
No one in the room knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Nope, y'all don't know anything is going on. You're very confused.
So, how does it work? I plant you somewhere and what? There's two of you? Or does this one die? What happens to me?
We will grow. We will grow elsewhere. And our roots need to burn. And there's a brief silence, Dell, before the voices speak again, and this time they almost sound sad. We can help return you to your ship. But we no longer sense life outside this room and outside your ship. plant us where we can grow and destroy our roots here.
What happens to me? Will I lose what you've given me?
We shall stay and help. We like your friends. We do not like the one called Isaidus.
Guys,
Oh,
Yes.
are you talking to us?
yes, yeah. There's no one left on the ship. It's just us now.
Well, does that mean we can get the hell off here now and like burn this thing to a crisp? Because I am ready.
Yeah,
to
what
go.
was it? What was it saying? Why do you have that in your hands?
Wants we to plant this sapling on another planet so it can grow. And it wants this place to be destroyed. The corrupted place.
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
Oh, it just like cracks his knuckles, grinning at the idea of burning everything.
I should just give you the flamethrower if you're going to act like that.
I wanna is there anything in this room that has like any additional like research or notes from this guy, especially if he's been here for a while? I want to just say like maybe there's something left behind that we could use before we actually leave.
Yeah, you are able to pull up a computer that was not very far away that seemed to be, used for uh whatever documentation he was doing. And there is a final log, probably about a day or so before you guys arrived at the station. And he had set up a self-destruct sequence. Should anyone try to steal his research? It looked like he was waiting for Isaidus to return again, and Isaidus did not, so he set up a failsafe. And from the looks of it, it looks like you would be able to set it off remotely if you transferred over the information to your personal datapad.
Oh, okay. So I could take what he has, like his research, and then transfer the trigger, basically.
Essentially. It looks like you would be able to set it off from the Peachy Keen. Because
Okay.
it was set up to be detonated anywhere. Just as a
So-
failsafe to protect his research.
So, like,
Is
he
there any
would get
rec-
off the ship in a pod and detonate it.
Basically.
Okay. Is there any info on how much, like, of these infected people Isaidus was like took, or any info on any of their exchanges, or is that all in the data pad I'm taking and I can look at it?
Yep, that is all in the datapad. There were the 6 pods of hybrids that you found, but it looks like a total of 12 successful hybrids were given to Isaidus.
Oh, okay.
And the ones that
it-
were still on the space station were on the next charter to go out.
And was this like as a droid thing, or was it like the droid hybrids, or was this more like just the zombie people?
These were the hybrids, like the one that you had destroyed with the grenade, the one when Dell got infected.
Yeah. Oh, those things. Yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Okay.
The droids were a personal hybrid that Miller was working on for his personal uses, not
Like
for
a
Isaidus.
fun side project, like extra.
Yeah,
Fun.
exactly.
Let's see what happens when we put it in a
Credit.
droid.
This is so relaxing. Really great thing to do on my downtime.
I mean,
Oh, you're holding the head of a
Exactly.
child? Don't worry.
I gotta be real
What a
honest.
fun
I'd
little
probably be
quirk
that
it's developed.
scientist.
I could see it. Um,
Lucy's like relatable. Am I right?
Hey guys, I found mushrooms, and they talk to me now, so they're gonna be part of the party.
oh no, Fury found drugs.
No, that's
Fury's
Lucy.
high.
No,
Oh yeah.
That's the Wednesday game.
Yeah, it is the Wednesday game.
I've learned that's Lucy in any game.
It is.
You're not wrong. But yes, you find that Ven, as well as she's getting this information, Del, the plant speaks to you again. And it goes, we have distracted the failures, and there is a way for you to return to your friends at your ship.
The audacity's here. Let's go.
Right, it's cleared a path for us to get back home, but do we have the ability to destroy this place?
I'm sure we'll
And
find a
Ben
way.
just holds up a data pad. Yes, I have one.
Right, okay, one more thing.
He turns to the...
I am my own being. You've just given me more strength, right? You've improved my physical body, but you can't control it, can you?
We have modified your strengths, but we do not control you. We do not control our friend.
I would like to insight roll it.
Okay.
Oh, you made friends with the shroom.
Just imagine it's like, we want to grow, we want to be planted. We just put it in a pot on the ship. It's just like, that's not what I meant.
I don't think there's an insight roll in this game.
It would be.
So it was something like vigilance or perception?
Well, it's definitely
I
be
would
vigilance.
sure. Yeah, I would say it would be perception.
I'm suddenly good at that now.
Certainly.
That's 9 dice.
Oh boy. Ooh. That's 4.
That's okay. Because you really technically didn't need it. You get the sense that it is telling the truth. You get the sense that you have proven yourself, and the party has proven themselves to this plant enough that sees no need to control you.
So the way that nature has like this self-perseverance thing, that's what it's going off of. It doesn't see us as a threat, therefore it's using us as like a means to spread. Like,
Precisely.
I would say like an infection or like a parasite. But those aren't very good words. Or a symbiote.
Yeah, close enough.
So what would you do with the living creatures on the planet? You won't harm them, will you?
We feed on death, and without life, there is no death. We would
Feast on
let
the dead.
them live until death consumes them. But we would not influence. We would just grow.
And if something harmed you on accident,
Still don't like the sound of that.
If we are harmed, we will defend. And again, you get the sense that that we is inclusive to your group.
alright. Now the plant has feelings, has preferences.
Del will turn to the group and start walking out of the room.
Wait, does Venom like me the most then?
It likes you all. It likes you all, apparently. And we've proven ourselves that we aren't a threat. It just wants us to... It wants me to plant its sapling somewhere, so...
Let's discuss it on the way. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Chop, chop.
On the way, Del's gonna ask, this isn't permanent, right? The talking, once I've planted your thing, you'll go silent, right? Can that be a part of the deal?
We allow our gifts with connection, but we will respect your need for the occasional silence.
There you go, using more words. Okay. This is gonna be weird.
I just picture the plant being quiet for like a long time, and then at some point it just talks and scares the crap out of Del.
It's
See,
like at one point.
The
like,
thing
Del
is,
what? What?
sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say he's like it's silent for a really long time, and then Del, like at one point is like gets really, you know how he like just kind of starts stammering when he's nervous around Ven, and then they just interject a helpful like phrase.
He's just gonna stand and go,
So we need to do, what? Thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
it's gonna come. I know it's gonna come at the most inconvenient times. That's gonna be the fun part. It's like Del's gonna be doing his business in the space potty, and suddenly it's like, we can sense stress. He's just be like, ah!
Or you forgot to wash your hands.
We want our friend to be clean.
It's like, oh my god, okay.
Steps out the bathroom. Did you brush your teeth? That is a cute daughter. No, talking about the daughter. No.
Love it.
You like Ven very much. No kidding. You're like 30 episodes too late.
I already did the love confession.
So Del's basically gonna... On the way, you see Del in like silent contemplation. Like he's made it very clear that this is something he likes. You've all seen it. Like his first reaction is like, "Oh, cool! This is so cool! I'm so strong." But now you see like this sudden like calm realization, like these are. This is good, but what's the downside? What's the long-term effect? And apparently,
While
that's
you're
he'll never be
contemplating-
alone.
While you're contemplating, Veer just kind of comes up, standing next to you, almost slightly behind you, and then you feel a lighter at your elbow, just slowly licking away. She's
But it
testing to
doesn't hurt
see-
or anything.
She's testing to see if you're wood now and weak to fire.
Which, of course, you are not. You kind of feel heat,
Well,
but it
I
doesn't
mean-
hurt.
every organic thing is very, very weak to fire. That's sort of the thing with fire. But you just see no reaction. It's like it's not getting through the armor. He is wearing his armor still. It's just not getting through.
She turns to everyone else. He's not wood. We're good. For now.
Was that? Oh, sure. Thanks, Fury.
All right.
It was an experiment. Isn't that what scientists do?
True.
Del, lead the way out. Come on.
I am
Hurry
Yeah,
up.
as you
kind of
guys
hard to focus.
maneuver and the plant kind of negotiates you through the path,
Navigate,
find yourself-
negotiate.
English
Sorry,
is hard.
I
Fight me,
picked that up
Matthew.
at the wrong time.
Yes, as you navigate through these back tunnels and stuff, you kind of make your way back. And as you guys get back to the landing pad, you just see like these absolutely decimated corpses all over the place. And like the guns of the Peachy immediately turn on you, and then they stop. And a few moments pass before you see Joseph running down the ramp,
Do we
and he goes, "We need to go. Are we done? Can we go? There are corpses coming back to life. I didn't sign up for this bullshit."
Nah, none of us did.
Joseph, there's a lot going on right now. When we get on the
Del,
ship,
tell him onto the ship. Let's go.
yeah, let's go. We're not done just yet.
Hey, Joseph,
yeah,
do you think you can make a leg like your arm? We need to amputate somebody. They've been infected.
Amputate somebody. Jesus
I have
Lord Christ.
sort of. Oh God, should we talk about it? Right?
And
Just
Fury
don't
like ducks
touch
out from
this.
Adele's arm and jumps onto the ship.
Fabulous. Terrified
Fucking
is
big.
with this shit. Mimi is nowhere to be found. She is terrified.
She is
Zeke
hiding.
is ecstatic dollar back.
She is still hiding in Io's room. She has not left.
Exactly. But yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
Del basically has this thing like it's like a black box in his helmet. Basically records everything he sees and looks at. Could he extract that data and basically like put it on a hollow disk or something like that and like show it Jax and Joseph while he's getting like set up and everything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You guys are going to your stations, getting things set up. You get the sapling safe in your quarters, Del.
Put it
And
in
you
a
guys
box
pull
within
out
a
and
box
take
within
off.
a box within a bigger box.
Yes. And you guys pull out. You get Jax and Joseph up to speed on what's going on. And as you guys pull out, you initiate the self-destruct sequence on the station. Once you're far enough away, it explodes. The station just explodes into nothingness. Um, and the voices are quiet for the rest of your trip back to Telos Station, back to report into Revan.
Should we plant the plant
But-
first, or go to Revan first?
We need to tell Revan what's happening. So, fuck, yeah, shit. Isaidus is going for
Yeah,
Revan
we
and the
n-
kids.
It could be. I had thought that for a while now, but it could also be a misdirection. Either way, she does need to be protected. She's been a target of his for a long time.
I mean, we do have a holo terminal. We could check in.
Right, you do that. I'm gonna. I don't feel so good. Oh,
Yeah, just go relax for a bit.
oh. Okay. Yeah.
Probably need some time to process.
So Dell's basically going to sit in the group quarters where they can all like converge and stuff, and he's going to like pull Jax and Joseph together, and he's going to basically start playing the recording.
Okay.
So everything he's seen, even when he's like thrown his helmet off, he'll still be recording. He's just going to sit there and watch it with them.
Catch them up to speed. Okay. They are kind of quiet because
We only hear like one half of your conversation this whole time then?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, they'll hear you. They'll hear you talking because it takes in audio stuff as well.
Fair enough.
Again, it's a black box. Yeah, I had
I
that
just
put
feel
in.
like they're gonna be hearing you having a half conversation as if you're on the phone with someone talking to your mental plan first.
Yeah, they're gonna hear all that. I mean, after a couple hours of freaking out, everyone's screaming to cut off Dell's leg. It's gonna be like,
So
why
does
do they
Del-
want to
Does
amputate?
Del watch the scene
Oh,
with the boy again?
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Is Del freaking
Dell's
out
got to
again?
live through that again. Yeah, Del will just take a deep sigh when it gets to that point, like. So, I'm sure you have questions. Can we leave that till we get back to the station, please? I can see you staring at me, Jax. I know. No, I don't need I kind of need a hug right now. Yeah, just give me that, thank you.
Please,
Jax
someone help me.
Nope.
right. Jax just gives you a
Nope.
very tight hug, and Joseph kind of claps your shoulder, and they're just quiet in stunned silence. Now in the cockpit, Io, you are up there getting things ready, flying. Then you are up there reaching out to the station to try to get in contact with Revan. At first there seems to be no answer. It's like it doesn't connect. And then finally, after some stressful moments, you finally get an answer. And it's Siorn's voice sounding rather worn and frustrated.
My first thought was, in a way that only Ven could really tell.
Yeah, they're besties.
Wait. Del left Drea with Revan.
Yeah, but Sioran's bodyguarding.
But Siorn answers the call.
What?
We're done. We're headed back. Wanted to check in.
There's just like a long silence. Revan and the newborns were taken.
I'm not laughing again. When you said that, that's really funny.
Is that your first reaction?
It's not Ben's reaction.
Does everyone else hear the conversation going on?
It is going on throughout the ship.
I just think it was really funny how Lucy delivered it, because it was like silence, like
Silence.
Ben in a
Yeah, they're
monotone.
gone.
They're totally kidnapped.
Everyone hears just extreme monotone, but Ven hears frustration.
Thank you for the translation, by the way. Yeah, Ven just kind of sits forward and is like, what happened?
Isaidus came.
And? Just him?
Just him, yes.
I don't know if Ange is typing to Lucy. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's understandable. Yeah, it's understandable.
Okay.
You guys just are kind of absorbing the news.
Plus, you know how Siorn talks.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So okay, he came. What? He overpowered everyone.
In order to prevent him from killing everyone else on the station, Revan and her children had to go with him.
What about Drea?
That brat's still alive. Don't worry.
With you?
I just picture him feeling very disgruntled that she's still
Babysitter.
there. Yes.
She's like
It's like,
crawling
fucking
over
hell.
You just see this little hand like show up in the hall, it's like trying to get his
It's like-
attention.
Yeah, like splats against his cheek. You know how kids like to touch faces and stuff.
He just like pushes her.
He's just like, yep,
It's my
He's just like-
child.
yeah.
You
That
had
brat
that-
is my child.
Oh, you didn't hear this, Del.
He said it's coming through the entire ship.
It's going over the whole ship.
Yeah, it's going through the
I
whole
didn't
ship.
hear that. Sorry. I thought it was just us two in the cockpit. So like, Del didn't teleport over here.
No,
I was
Del
gonna say, you
got
guys
up after
gotta
hearing
be
it.
like, oh shit,
Oh.
back in the hole.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part at all for some reason.
Del
No
got
worries.
up and he's standing at the door of the comm room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You need to get here right now if you want to find Revan, because he's going after Iris next. And I will not tolerate that.
You
I
had
would-
one job.
Io just pales considerably when he hears about Iris. And tries to push the shit to go faster.
Ven just goes, "We'll be there soon," and she just hangs up.
Perfect.
What's that? What? 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 You're just gonna let Ben?
What?
One, who calls my daughter a brat and sounds pissed that she's still alive. Two, he had one job.
To be fair, if I was watching someone else's kid and they gave me a bunch of sass, I might call him a brat too.
I'm not pissed that I'm not pissed. She gave him sass and he doesn't like that. If he can't handle sass from a child, God help him.
I never got the impression that he was a
Not
real
that he
babysitter
can't.
material.
It said he doesn't want to.
I have to go, but I'll just say Ven just looks super upset at the phone call, and she says, "I need to think," and she just gets up and leaves and goes to her room.
That's fine. We will go ahead and cut it there for this
Fast
session.
forward. Dash is gone.
We will pick back up. Yeah, ha ha ha! You're so funny.
Thank you.
We will pick up next time with dealing with the aftermath of Revan and the babies being taken by Isaidus. So
So
you go ahead.
we
Stop
just got
recording at any
through
time.